The main reason I wanted to speak today was that I was delighted to launch the Transgender Equality Network of Ireland STAD report, Stop Transphobia and Discrimination, authored by Jennifer Swepp and Dr Amanda Hayes of the Hate and Hostility Research in UL. There is no doubt that Ireland has witnessed a momentous shift in public sentiment towards some of the most marginalised groups in society, and the Marriage Equality Act in 2015, followed swiftly by the introduction of Gender Recognition Act in the same year, is evidence of a sea change in political and in societal attitudes. And I want to pay tribute to Senator Warfield, who focused our minds on the Gender Recognition Act earlier in the year. And I also want to recognise the work of the leader, Gerry Buttimer, who is not here today, in this area. But the work is not done, and the report, which was launched yesterday, is a stark reminder of that. Reading the report, I was struck by the very significant hurdles that remain to be overcome by many in the transgender community before they can enjoy widespread acceptance and inclusion. Even more disturbing, the way in which some unforgiving people choose to express their own fears and insecurities, often as discrimination, vandalism, harassment. And some of the stories in this report would make you cry, and there's no need for it. It's just people wanting to be themselves. Across Ireland, there were 62 anti-transgender hate crimes were reported to STAD over a 2-year period. These included very serious offences like rape, sexual assault, causing harm and threats to kill. In 40 of the 50 report, anti-transphobic language was used by the perpetrator in the course of the attack. And worldwide, this isn't an insignificant issue. There were 909 murders. So, we know from last week's debate on the domestic violence bill that, very often non-violence can turn to violence, and it is something that we have to understand and something that we shouldn't accept. The report detailed many incidences that may not amount to hate crime per se, but nonetheless constitute serious discrimination. You don't need to be punched or struck to feel sneered at and excluded, and obviously there's a knock-on to people's mental health. And it's a small group of people, and there is no need for them to be treated in this way. So I'd like if the Minister could come and talk about what the plans are for the National LGBT Inclusion Strategy, but also what the Minister has in mind in terms of addressing hate crime legislation. And I would ask the Leader to consider that. Thank you.